Coming to Amsterdam 7 years ago, I came here because I was so heartbroken. My heart, it felt like it was busted to 1,000 pieces. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to do anything. I felt sick all the time. It was so bad. I was going out with somebody and we lived together. We lived in Bristol together. And we were together for just under a year, so it wasn't even a lengthy relationship, but I fell so deeply in love with him. And he fell out of love with me. I was in between jobs, so I was in a point where I didn't have a place to live, and I didn't have a job at that point, and I was incredibly heartbroken. And I went to do a little bit of freelance work for a friend at a hotel. So I covered for him while he did some consultancy at an Amsterdam hotel that they had here, a sister hotel. And he phoned me up and he said, "Lyndsey, I know you're in like a bit of a crap situation at the moment. They need a hand here, so why don't you come?" So I did, and I found I was a mess when I got here. I was such a mess because I was really going through it. I was so heartbroken. Mentally, I couldn't think straight. I still had to work, so of course I could still function on a base level, but of course you're running on 30-40% rather than 100, so your capabilities are a lot lower, I found. Physically as well, and you feel that shit, it's like anxiety, it's like pain on your very skin, like, if, you know, almost like a small fever or something. Just feeling stomach sick, stomach churning. Mentally, not being able to sleep or feeling sort of strung out. But yeah, able to, of course, cope on a normal level where you can interact with people and do your job sort of on a base level. But yeah, of course, underneath you're screaming, even though you can. Well, you just want to cry. You feel like you want to wallow in it, but you try your best not to, because it's okay to do that for a little bit, but after that it becomes self-destructive. So you have to just try and crawl out of the hole and do something else. It was incredibly hurtful because I was not equipped with the self-love or the wisdom that I have now. My initial reaction to Heartbreak is alcohol and Radiohead and 1,000 cigarettes. But after that destructive phase has passed, you then pick yourself up. So to deal with heartbreak, how I've done in the past, now it would be different. I probably wouldn't take the 1,000 cigarettes, Radiohead and tons of alcohol route, I would like to think. I really love meditation and yoga, and regardless of heartbreak, difficult times now, because you do have difficult times sometimes if stress work related, or things are not going how you want, disappointments, blah blah blah. Yoga and meditation for me is a really good tool to get through that, and it really works. I fell in love with Amsterdam instead, and it helped me, and I walk like thousands of miles around these canals, so it's almost like I have an affiliation. I think I'm quite a romantic fool type person anyway, but that's a bad thing, it's not a negative, but it can leave you quite vulnerable. Love doesn't make any sense sometimes. It is irrational. It can be when you get really swept away, but also to try and see things how they really are. Be a bit sharper, be a bit smarter, and really think about things a little bit more before diving into things. And then when you do make mistakes, forgive yourself quickly for them, and forgive others too, because it's also a waste of time. In some ways, you could feel like you've dodged a bullet, and it's better to go through something like that earlier on than end up in some lengthy, horrible, drawn out affair of things. I wouldn't be here in my beloved Amsterdam, maybe, if I hadn't have gone through such a thing. And that is incredibly valuable. So yeah, blessings do come in different disguises, for sure. Every cloud has a silver lining, I guess.